Hello everyone, I hope you're all okay. Right. This is the model review of the Britain's 132 scale New Holland T7.220 and the Cleveland 5 furrow reversible plough with packer mat attachment, which is on the side here. So let's get into. I'm going to put the plough for a minute to one side. I'm going to do the tractor first. Right, now I've had this tractor, obviously, as you see in my last video. I've got it at the weekend. What can I say? Bad show on Britain's case. Yet again, they've got this silly hitch on the back. Now, I don't know who's doing the quality control on it when they're going out, but it's the same as the other hitch on my Massey Ferguson 7680, I think. Can't remember off the top of my head. I ain't going to get up and get it down now because I'm sitting there doing this. But as soon as you put any weight on it, it clips down, just comes down. It doesn't hold. It'll hold back like now. I can put the tanker on it, the NC tanker, and it'll stay on there. But if I put the cane low loader trailer on it, as soon as I go to pull away, it's enough power. It's enough just to click it back, and then it's dragged along the floor. Same with the Cleveland plough. I put the plough on. As soon as it'll click it up and lift it there. I can leave it. As soon as I move, it'll just fall back down. Obviously, this has got front weight. It's got front attachment on it as well. It's got front linkage. I assume it's like a CQ linkage. So you should be able to put any CQ front attachments on. I'm hoping I've got one ordered. I don't know if it'll be this weekend or during the week that it'll be here. I've got the front CQ weight, black weight that you get. So hopefully that will fit on there. So then I'll have a front weight to go on this. And I'm thinking of getting the Kuhn front mower and the Kuhn rear mower as well to go on this. So this will be my mowing tractor. Yeah, basically, right. So that's pretty much these bits of the attachments. That was one thing that I'll say at the back is that attachment yet again. But we'll also go into the mudguards that it's got on it. The mudguards seem to be the same mudguards that were on the T6 They just don't fit the wheels sort of properly. They don't go the full width, and they're a silly sort of plastic. You could easily break them off easily if you was a bit heavy-handed. And the oscillation in it as well. I mean, it's quite loose, but it's quite far. Oscillates quite far. I mean, I don't know if you'd ever get into a deep furrow that deep, but obviously it's there. That must do that in real life. I don't know, but there you go. Yeah, and in the cab, alright, the cab now. Then this is where this is where Britain's really have come on. The detailing inside the cab is absolutely awesome. Even down to like it's got sort of like a screeny sort of. I don't know if it's like a little silvery sort of badge thing on the which I assume is like for satellite navigation monitor and that. And you got the orange joystick. For travel and motion and everything else. The seat is also very nice, and it's all detailed inside. It's got mirrors on the back here, which are actual mirror effects, so you can sort of make out. If I get the edge of my thumb, you should be able to see. I don't know if you can. My nail in the mirror, that side as well, and the lights as well, front and back, are very good. Excuse me. So I'd say, yeah, very much recommended model personally. I don't know if I'd as an adult, or as my age, as I call an adult, yeah. If you're gonna have it as a carpet, you're gonna have to be really careful with it. Because I can see these mud guards getting broken quite easily and moving stuff. So the rear hitches again on it. I don't know if it's just my one or if they're all like it, but personally, in a box, this will be fine. It's a nice model, beautiful model actually. It is really a nice, beautiful model. But to play with day in, day out with for a child to do, it would just get broke, I think, in the end. Which is a shame for Britons, because I think they do make robust sort of models, but they're sort of going, I mean, for the sake of, I don't know what it would be, but for the sake of just putting metal mud guards on it, and to be the right size to actually fit the tyres, would be handy as well. Yeah, I mean, for them to do a new T7 model, I think is very good. All I'm worried about is, personally, guys, is that these new Massey Ferguson models that they're bringing out this year, considering the the MF 6600 is a really nice model and everything else. I'm just hoping that they're not starting, they are going to make a sort of decent sort of models, because I'm just worried that they're going to bring out these new models and they're just going to be the same. I don't know why they don't use the plastic or just the click hitch that they had on the JCB Fast Track that I showed you. I think it's on the 8350. That is such a perfect hitch. It'll take weight. It clicks up. It clicks down. It's robust. And this metal stuff that they're doing now, this metal bloody lift up and down, it's poor. It's not right. I don't know who's checking these on the like quality control or whatever, but they're just not. Whoever designed, the design. Yeah, I can understand. I can see the design, but in theory, it's just Unless someone sat there at the model when they make it and they put a trailer or they put weight on it and test it before they. It's not. It's just going to be the same and same. And I've just, like I say, this is the second model now that I've seen it on. And I'm just thinking, well, shall I just go for the extra money and either go for Universal Hobbies or something and get, tractors like that? But then, is it going to be the same thing? You just got to go there and do it, I suppose. But so yeah, I would very recommend it. I paid £17 for this. Basically I got this and the cane silage trailer and grain trailer with this. All in all, I paid £47.18, including postage and package, and that was on eBay through someone that it was on there, so I went through onto their page, onto their actual list of stuff that they had, and I struck a deal up and got them for that. So yeah, so roughly, so I suppose, like I say, it's about £17 I think it was, something like that. But because I got the two trailers and everything else all in, it was £47.18 altogether. So I'm going to leave this on here. I'll move it to one side. Alright. And here we have the Cleveland plough. Now, where do I start? It is a nice, it is a good model as such. Good. I'll leave that there. It is a good design. I mean, the turning over and getting the packer mat to go when you turn it, when it's reversible. It's got a stand, so it stands on the, on there. The wheel at the back also goes up and down, so as you turn it over, the wheel, you have to move it obviously, but it goes like. The only thing I will say that, unfortunately, they've made everything's all metal. Everything, the arm on the packer mat, the arm on the plough is all metal. But then they've made the blades of the furrows of the plough plastic. Same as the packer mat, it's plastic. I mean, yeah, I can understand the packer mat being plastic, I suppose, yeah, because it's, you know, some people aren't actually going to have it on. I mean, personally, I won't have it on the plough or nothing. I might later on do one with it, but I doubt if I will, because I don't know about everybody else, but my rollers on the back of it, you really have to push to get them to go. So when you're going to do any stop motion or anything, it's just going to slide through the floor, you know, it's just going to slide. They don't even turn now on this, and this has got, you know, this is quite grippy. Let's lift that up. Now I've had it on the back of my Massey Ferguson 6600. Now, as you can see, I'm going to take the packer mat off because it's not. So that's that down. Now, as you can see, it's turned at an angle. The actual plough has. Now, this is what happens with this plough, or my one anyway. The ram here on the turn, on the reversing for the turn, as you go along, mine actually does sort of turn until the wheel hits the ground at the back, and then it just goes along like that on the wheel. So I think it's just a loose ram really, but mine, you know, I can drop, you know, go along, and mine does lift off the ground. It doesn't clash. I mean, I can even put my finger there and lift it up even more if I wanted, but the only thing is it just turns like that. So I mean, that's even worse when I turn it the other way. It just, you know, it's meant to sit like that, but as you can see, the ram is just loose and it just won't sit right. So that's the only poor thing that I'll say. But I mean, it fits on the back of my 6600 fine. Look, I mean, it's not even touching. I mean, I can get my finger underneath the ploughs, the furrows, sorry. It's just a shame that it won't sit straight. It turns like that. So it's meant to be up like this, and it just turns like that. So I mean, but yeah, very recommended model. So it goes on the back of a Massey Ferguson. It looks awesome on the back of the 3230 fast track. I mean, it really does set it off, but it's the same thing. I mean, I can get a finger underneath the ploughs. So I think if you try and put it on a CQ tractor, I do think that the actual linkage on them is lower, so it will clash, and same with universal hobbies as well. I have seen that their linkage is actually lower, but I mean, the same thing again, I can lift it up with my finger just to get that extra bit. Obviously don't rock it too much because the blade, the plough turns. So so that's that on the back of that. And also, now the T7, that's where we're going to go now, because where it's heavy, it will, see, it's fallen down. It'll sit there. As soon as I tell to turn it, that's it. As soon as you go to move the tractor, the only way that I can do it is by physically keeping my finger on the lever at the back of the cab, which when doing stop motions obviously isn't going to be very good because you can have your hand in the way, but it sits on there. It does, you know, sit, but obviously look, as soon as I let go of it, it just drops down. I mean, but it's a good model. Like I say, it's a good model. I would recommend it as, personally, a model to keep in the box. Buy it, keep it in the box. I wouldn't personally, myself, I wouldn't even get around, I wouldn't even take it out of the plastic. I would just literally keep it in that, because I think it'll be worth more. Personally, myself, I mean, I've taken it out because I haven't actually got a plough now. I had the blue Lincoln plough, but it's broke. So I thought, well, I've seen this, I want to get a plough, so I thought I'd get this. Now I'm regretting that. I'm not regretting that I've got it. I'm regretting that I've actually taken out the box to use. But there you go. So I wish now that I had just got this, kept it in the box, and bought another blue Lincoln plough. But there you go. You don't know until you do it. So right, anyway, I'm going to this plough was £19.99, including post and package, off of eBay. So from scalefarm.com. So that's these models now. Yeah, so that's basically my opinions on these models. As you all know, I just do what I do. Basically, you know, whatever people think of especially of the plough, because I've already spoken to the farming master, and I hear he's already having problems with it, which I can understand. More than likely he has, because you know, you will have problems with it. I think even I'm going to have problems with it personally, but I mean, until you do it, you don't know until you get it. But I would still recommend them in getting them and having them as models. Personally, the pair of them, I would have them as models and keep them in the box. The tractor, yeah, I would say you can undo it, get it out, undo the plastic bits and get it out. You know, so you can actually have it out. But I wouldn't have it as a carpet model. I'd just literally keep it in the box and have it on show or something. But this plough, I would, yeah, definitely say keep in the box and just have it as a, you know, box model, because I think it'll be worth more in the long run, personally, to do that than to actually take it out and be like I'm afraid I have, and I think other people are going to be, and I have been, is disappointed with it. But there you go. Anyway, guys, right, I'm going to leave it here, and I will speak to you soon. Thank you very much. Don't forget to thumbs up and oh, I hurt my finger at work today. Portly finger. Don't forget to put your comments down below, guys. Cheers, thank you. And I haven't made up my mind yet what I'm going to do tomorrow for reviews, so I think I'm going to leave it as a surprise and see what happens. So, like I say, take care, guys. Speak to you soon. Bye.